Previously, on the Lineage of Moonreach, we awakened what seemed to be a primordial creature, part snake and part spider, all giant. And we devised a plan to try and bring it down, as we were told that we have to fight this creature if we wanted the weapon. And almost took a turn for the worse, but we were able to fell the creature, and now something magical is emanating from its corpse.
The D20 Syndicate presents The Lineage of Moonreach. Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast. A weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5e actual play podcast. I am your host and DM, Seth, and around the table of the internet, we have our players.
I'm Billy, and I play Willem.
I'm Tomas, I play Tomas.
I'm Lindsey, and I play Pinwin.
And I'm Michaela, and I play Gorbel.
That's right, each week we record for your listening pleasure. This is episode 117.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, once we've gone to 100, it seems like it's taking forever to get along in number.
Yeah, I thought we were way farther than this.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, I kind of like it because I picture like an old person, but as well as like a teenager, like when we were 13.
I'm 100, but I'm also 17 too.
Yeah, that's how
it
I'm
works.
picturing it.
Just Hans Molman in Bart's outfit.
So we're just doing super awesome.
All right. Well, yeah. So we had a precarious time in the last episode as they fought off the crazy creature underneath the city of Wolves Rest, and yeah, it was a nice battle that Gorbel ended up destroying the creature at the very end. But yeah, some people almost died.
It was a Spymera.
Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna change what I had.
Gratis.
90s metal band. Spymera.
Spymera tap.
Spymera sounds like a medication on a commercial where they...
Are you growing 8 legs? Do you have a serpentine neck and a weird glottal sea lion roar? Well, have we got just the thing for you.
Is your
Spymera.
Is your sack overly swollen? We have the right topical solution for you.
Do you have glistening magical energy emanating from inside you? Do not take the breastfeeding.
Do not even touch this.
Do not look directly at Spymera.
Spymera will attack. All right, how about a around the campfire question?
No!
Camping. Camping.
Outside. Fire time.
Oh, everybody's leaving. I guess it was at Michaela's house.
Shots fired.
I'd stay at your sleepover, Michaela.
Thank you.
I've never called you Michaela. I hate it. Mika.
I hated it too. Don't do it again. Or you're uninvited from the sleepover.
Now it's time for tonight's Around the Campfire question.
Okay.
Tonight's Around the Campfire question is going to be it's going to be a world builder, guys, and a tongue twister, I guess. So I'm going to give you the name of a town, or you may decide it's a city, or a hamlet, or a village, and you're going to tell me what size town it is, and what country in Argaria it's from. You're also going to tell me one of its most prominent features. So I'm going to roll a d4 for this one. And Pinwin, you are first. I want you to tell me about Wolfwater.
Gross.
Wolfwater.
Wolfwater. Like, ow, wolf.
So Wolfwater is a city in Valdolin, and it's extremely small. and it's known mostly for fishing. It has a really good lake that is full of a bunch of fish, and then there's a lot of forestry, and it's usually a pretty quiet area, so all the fish are like, oh yeah, but then the people come and they're like, not today, fish, and then they catch them all the time. And
so
then
it is a primary fishing place with a big lake?
yeah,
Okay.
but it's like an extremely small town.
Okay. Very small.
Yes.
So like a village or smaller?
Yeah, I guess you could say a village.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for telling me about Wolfwater. All right,
Yeah.
next up is Tomar. I want you to tell me about Duncaster.
Duncaster is a medium-sized town on the southern border of Starrystrom. It is a port town, but not far up the road is a grove, a forested grove, that is got the reputation for being haunted. And they've actually had to station people there to protect it so people wouldn't wander in. It's said that around Duncaster, you can, if the wind is blowing heavily, you can hear like a siren song. And people can wander astray and get lost in this forest by the grove. And bad stuff happens. They're sometimes not seen again. Sometimes they come back all goofy. But yeah. But still, as long as they stay away from there, it's a pretty prevalent town for trading and stuff. And they don't have a lot of problems within the walls. So.
All right. Very nice. Okay, Willem, tell me about Salim. Solime.
It's where salami was made.
So Limi. Would you say Mirenlug has jungles?
Mirenlug doesn't really have jungles. Zugo does, though.
Zugo. Perfect. Salim is what many believe to be a fictional city in the jungles of Zugo. It's not on any map, and many people dispute about whether or not it exists, and if it does, what its location actually is in Zugo. Many adventurers have tried to find Salim, to no avail. And of course, there are different stories about what Salim looks like and holds. Some people believe that it is a city made of gold. Some people believe it's full of ancient scrolls. And some people believe that it is the entrance to the afterlife.
Very nice.
I like it. Getting some mad Congo vibes from the lost city of Zinj. Yeah, it's cool. It's also like a built-in adventure right there.
All right. Gorbel, tell me about Mirkwell.
So Mirkwell is a small village in Avstond. It's not really known for much, but there is a really good bakery there, and the baker there makes delicious sweetbread. And he even came in second in the Tri-Village Summer Festival Baking Contest 22 years ago, and he has the plaque to prove it.
He must not have been from Rothia.
Born and raised in Avstond.
No burn baguettes on my watch.
You'll burn the baguettes.
All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. I will file this here at the top of my note cards. But yeah, that's some nice world building. Thanks. Everyone can take one point of boon.
Sick.
Because I can use all of that. All right, let's get started.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
are you guys ready?
Fine.
No.
When we last left off, you guys had destroyed this creature. More specifically, Gorbel had destroyed this creature quite literally, and leaving behind the ash and smoke, but also a shard of stone filled with what appeared to be
Sorry.
What's fucking funny?
Shard?
Who sharded in here? Episode name.
Who sharded?
Continue.
Yeah, let's do it.
Continue.
A shard of stone that seemed to have a bunch of precious gems inside, but was also crackling with magical energy. Now, as the battle fury fades, you guys find yourselves in a quiet, empty city with this sparkling gem.
I will casually blow out the flame of the candle and put it back in my bag.
I am not going to touch that
You didn't
thing.
even heal her yet.
It won't heal her. It only heals when it is activated.
Yeah.
And I blew it out already, so too bad.
I mean, I can relight it, but tomorrow. I can relight it tomorrow. It's useless now. You throw it up and kick it.
It's like a really bad kick.
Yeah, it just flies like 10 feet. Okay,
And
well,
stay out.
I will go up to the stone. Then I'll look over at Willem.
As you approach, Tomar, you find that your movements slow down considerably, almost as if you're walking through like a tremendous windstorm. You're being pushed back as you get closer, and you guys can all hear a voice start to speak out. You have defeated the Guardian. Congratulations. There are 2 rewards for defeating the Guardian. And then there's no sound.
You guys keep some weird stuff in your basement, Willem.
What are the
agree.
rewards?
It's a root cellar!
Were you going to finish that thought?
Yeah, but there's a lot of mystery in that.
Maybe there's a pie somewhere.
Hello?
Do we get the rewards now-ish?
Is this a reward?
Guys, try and walk up to this thing with me. It's weird.
I have my hesitation.
Does he sound like normal to us?
Tomar?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sounds normal.
Okay.
Do you want me to heal you, Gorbel? How are you feeling?
I'm not feeling fantastic.
Well, you could, for now, you should go stand in Pinwin's healing spirit.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Over there. By where we had that great candle time.
Must
That
have,
super best friends club that we formed just a few minutes ago.
Candle
I
time.
must have missed that. So I go stand by myself.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
From one of the side streets, like an alley, a form steps out, and you can see Chester kind of dusting himself off and smiling, and he's got his parasol down now because you guys are underground, and he's just kind of like wanders over.
Hey, good job, man. That was some good work.
Chester.
I kind of forgot you were
Thank you.
there.
Coming in
No,
clutch.
I mean, I'm used to that, I suppose, but yeah, you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you can when that giant beastie is raining down hell on everyone.
When did you get magic puppets?
Well, the puppets aren't magic, I'm magic.
It was really cool.
Thanks,
It
Gorbel.
was really cool.
It was really not cool of them to not include you into that candle thing. They didn't include me neither.
You're too far away.
Hey.
How are you feeling? You can come over here.
Nah, I'm fine. I didn't get hurt.
What sort of magic do you possess?
Well, it's hard to define, really. It's I don't know. It's something I've always been able to do, but I can like kind of take over objects and move them around. That's, you know, it's just something I was born with, I suppose.
So you're like a sorcerer or something.
Oh, maybe I haven't really thought of myself like that. I can just make things move. I can make them talk if I really want to.
Don't do that to me. I won't like it.
I don't. It's considerably harder if something's alive.
So you can do it.
I mean, I haven't really tried that hard. I tried to do it one time when I was a kid, and the bugbear I did it to did not appreciate it.
But what did he say?
Well, he started saying, "Hey, I'm a big stupid bugbear," because that's what I was going to make him say, and then he said a lot of.
What are you guys laughing about over there?
Then he said a lot of angry stuff, and then he tried to hit me with a club.
Ugh.
Yeah, they're
sounds
nasty.
like a rough morning.
That's all right. He was like my adopted dad or whatever. That's fine.
Won't get into that right now, but
Yeah, we'll put a pin in that.
yeah. Guys, come over here.
But I was going towards Gorbel.
Well, I guess you don't have to, but somebody should come up and look at this with me.
Gorbel, we can actually move over there too. I can move the healing spirit with us. Isn't that great?
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And you guys watch Chester approach as well. It's a bit of lightning there.
Look at it. It's crazy looking.
Crackly.
Yeah.
Are you going to touch it?
I mean, I can. What if I turn into that thing?
We'll kill you.
Then I'll kill you again.
That's comforting.
Don't worry, we'll kill you if you
I'll
become an
save you from
abomination.
yourself.
Okay, well, I will
So
reach
you guys
down.
You guys all approach it, and you all find that you're not able to get any closer than about 15 feet to this thing. There's some sort of force keeping you back, except
For Willem?
for you, Pinwin.
What?
Ooh.
Why? It's because I'm little.
Of all
Found
the
another
things,
tunnel.
that's gotta be it.
That's it.
You
It's
find
because
no
you're weak.
resistance at all, Pinwin.
Maybe Pinwin should
I'll
grab
just
it.
happily toddle along.
As you get close, as you get within a few feet, there's a crack of lightning, Pinwin. And suddenly, standing in front of you is this strange individual. They have long blonde hair and like white and blue and pink robes on.
Are you introducing a new character right now?
Possibly.
Okay.
And they stand in front of you, Pinwin, and they're just smiling. Hello.
Hi, who are you?
I'm Pilla.
I'm Pinwin. Our name's supposed to start with Pin.
I pull out my hammer. Who are you?
Pilla looks.
I mean, I know you just said who you are, but why are you here?
Looks at the group and smiles. I'm sent from the moon gods.
Oh.
The moon god sent you? I know them.
Yeah, you're Pinwin.
You know me. Well, I guess I introduced myself.
Yeah.
How did you know that?
He knows everything!
Why did they send you?
I'm just their representative. I go from time to time. You probably won't see me much, but wink. But they sent me as a representative because this is their secret weapon.
This as in you?
No, not me. That's silly. I'm not a secret weapon. I'm a messenger.
So are you talking about the stone?
Yeah.
What is it?
Was the
What's it
spider
do?
serpent part of that weapon?
No,
Okay, cool.
it was a guardian.
Oh, was that bad? Should we have not done that?
No. You should have.
Oh.
Oh, okay. How
thought
long
you were
have you
just
been
gonna
a
say
messenger?
no.
You're all gonna die now.
This is my first week.
Okay, yeah. You'll catch on.
How am I
You'll
doing?
get used to us.
Nah,
Great.
room for
think-
improvement.
That's great.
Yeah.
What does it do?
Anyway,
Yeah, what's it do?
this
How's it a weapon?
it points at the shard. It's a weapon.
How do you wield it?
I think I know how. I think Pinwin needs to use the voice of the gods to use it. Right?
Is that
Is
it?
that right?
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah.
No.
Shit. Spill the beans, Pilla.
In my head with telepathic bond, I think, what an idiot to Tomar.
Hey, at least this idiot's part of the candle crew.
Ooh.
Well, I'm part of a more exclusive crew
The healing
that
spirit.
kills big spiders.
That's a good crew.
Suck my sandal. you dumb bitch.
The Lonely Flip Flop Guild.
How do we wield the shard as a weapon?
Well, it's a gift. So, guess you'll have to figure it out. But I'm just here.
What?
I'm just here to tell you that this is it. But this isn't the only gift.
What? There's more?
He
The
disrobes.
The Guardian took this shard and shouldn't have taken the shard. So, now it's yours.
Why did he shard for?
I don't know.
I can hardly stand it. Oh my
this
God,
isn't
I couldn't
the-
say.
But this isn't the weapon that you were supposed
It's
to find
not?
before.
What are you
This
talking
is a
about?
different weapon.
Okay, so this is a secondary gift.
Sure.
And the map.
Okay.
Who did you say has the other one?
It's over there. And it points, and then, Pilla points down to that tunnel that the spider thing emerged from.
And from that tunnel is emerging a half shark, half clown monster.
We're just hitting the list of
A
all
Clark.
Billy Spears.
It's got Chevy Chase's voice. So were we not supposed to find this weapon?
I mean, there's no find or don't find or supposed to or not supposed to. You did, and so here it is. Had you solved the mystery of the Guardian in some other way, you might not have gotten it.
So we need to disintegrate everything. Got it.
Sure.
Okay.
Somebody grab him.
Violence is the answer.
Where
is
are
what you're saying.
where are the moons now? Last time
They're
we were
resting.
for how long?
Pilla looks up at the cavern.
That's the
I'd
ceiling.
say another 9.5 days. There's some big stuff coming up.
Oh shit. Okay.
Like what?
well,
I don't know.
Oh. How do you know there's big stuff coming up?
I don't know.
You know that feeling in your
What?
tummy that you get when you really know that you're gonna really let one out?
when you're gonna shart.
There's a big one coming. You know when you're gonna shard?
Like that with fate, though.
Guys, I've gotta take a steaming fate.
Fate feels like sharding. Don't sneeze while you fate. Because shard will. What? Anything else? Anything else, pal?
Sure, what do you want to know?
Everything.
How did you get here?
I don't know. They just sent me down here.
Can you tell us all the things that you do know?
Sure, this is called the resonance rod.
Oh,
Put that
that was
away.
helpful.
And you
The
can't
shard
tell us
is the
how we're
resonance
supposed to
rod?
wield it?
Well, according to the moon gods, you may have heard of them. They're my masters and my creators. They say that only somebody blessed by them can wield that shard.
Oh,
Pinwin, get on up.
Well, who all
Okay.
is? Have we been blessed by the moons? All this talk of sharding is confusing me.
I don't know.
I will.
Have we
I
been
will
blessed
pick
by the
up the
shrooms?
shard.
Wait.
Oh,
Just know that once you pick it up, it will be bonded to you.
It's bind on pickup.
I don't know.
Why was this here? Who put this here?
The moon gods put it down here. Technically. Okay, so what happened is there was another hero a long time ago. They were the champion of the moon gods. This was their divine gift to them. Then they fought a seriously bad guy down here, and that hero lost, and then lost the resonance rod. It's been down here ever since.
What was that hero's name?
I don't know.
What was the bad guy that he fought?
I don't know.
How do you know he's bad then?
You know, I guess I never really challenged the narrative of the story, but I'm sure it's something that you'll find out sooner or later.
Cool. Do you put extra salt on your popcorn?
What's popcorn?
Okay.
They are mistreating you.
Okay, so is there anybody that wants to claim the shard?
What does it do?
I'll pick it up.
Hold on.
I just...
What will
Can we
it do?
inspect it?
So this resonance rod, you got all this shard talk, got me really shardy.
Well,
It
it's
can
shard to
store-
concentrate down here.
That's a great pun.
Thanks.
It can store up to 5 spells or magical attacks within the shard. It has 1 use. You can store power for up to 1 minute and must be used within that time frame or it will be destroyed. Whoever takes it, it is going to be bonded to them. So, yeah, use it wisely.
Well, I can't use it because I have too many magic items already. So
I don't want it.
How many magic items can you have?
if you scroll down on your equipment page, if you're attuned to them, then they'll be filled in. Like I have 3 spaces filled in on mine.
I thought you had to be blessed by the moon gods to use it, though.
I think we all were. So
I think some of us are more than others.
Anyway, that's it for me. And then the lightning crackles again, and they're gone.
whoever
I didn't care for that guy.
he was very positive. Whoever wields it needs to be a very powerful spellcaster if we're gonna get the most use out of it.
Well, I mean...
Everybody looks at Tomar.
I can't. I already know. I got all my stuff.
There's a lightning crackle again. Oh, I forgot! Because the DM forgot to say this part.
What?
Other people can contribute to the spell pool, but only the person who holds it can use it.
Okay, bye.
Bye!
So I imagine I imagine we cast a spell at this thing or something, and then it stores it inside of it.
The idea is that you can, basically donate any level spell to it. You can store up to 5 spells, but the moment the spells are in there, you have 1 minute to use the shard, and once that minute has ended, it will either be used or the shard will be destroyed. So if you're going to put stuff in it, you better be ready to use it.
I'm trying to think of why we would do that and not just cast the spell instead.
Yeah.
Is it multiple at once?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? So, because it'd be super powerful then.
Oh, you mean like you can cast all of those spells at once from it?
Yes.
Oh, simultaneously. Okay, that seems cooler.
Like a spell bazooka.
Okay, well, we could do something that could probably be really useful for the chrysalis then.
Yeah.
Like if we all put our most destructive spells at the highest level inside of it, then it might be enough power to break it.
That could be good. So who's gonna hold this thing?
I mean, if you're okay with Pinwin doing it, he can hold it, or you can hold it. It's up to you guys.
Should we flip a coin or something?
I mean, what are you leaning more towards? You would like to carry it, or would not like to?
Are you scared, Gorbel?
Yeah. I already took a chance on my wolf blood blade.
Oh, well, I mean, I can do it.
It worked out fine, but
As we know, I'm not scared of anything. I mean, mostly, there's been some things that have kind of made me wonder. But
Willem, do you have any wish to
generally-
wield this or no?
I do not.
Okay.
And when it's all yours.
okay, well, Shardy, you've won. I'll grab it.
All right, point of boon.
it was meant for you.
Earth, wind, water, shark.
Oh wait, were you stretching? I thought you were pulling the big shard off your back.
No, I was sharding
Like
the whole
pulling
time.
it out to wield it.
No. Yeah,
So
Pinwin.
wait, does it remain a giant shard? as you carry it.
How big is it? I thought it was small.
8 inches.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know why I was picturing it like maybe up to my, as in Michaela's, waist. So I was imagining
So 8
Pinwin
inches.
carrying it like a like a bazooka. Actually,
That'd be cool, actually.
it would be cool. Make it bigger.
No.
Come on.
Fuck you.
Anyway, should we go see what the weapon we were supposed to wield is?
Yes, please.
Okay. After you, buddy.
All right, let's go.
You guys just gonna leave Pinwin?
I'll stick around with Pinwin and make sure he's fine.
He just gets electrocuted. I just think of like happen.
Are you gonna
What
pick it up?
happens? I'm gonna pick it up.
All right.
Okay, be careful.
So Pinwin, you grab onto the resonance rod, the rod of resonance.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment you do, you feel like you're stuck. You can't move.
Oh,
You hear a voice inside your head. There's really only one way to unlock this.
What's that?
What's
Is this
what?
Pinwin?
Who said that?
This is totally Pinwin. Is this Pilla?
wait.
Yeah.
Can we
Wow.
hear it? Can we hear it since it's in Pinwin's head and we're
No.
telepathically
You
bonded?
cannot. Only Pinwin can hear this.
But okay.
So to Pinwin, Pilla's voice says, "You gotta unlock it with the power of friendship."
Well, that's easy.
Is it?
I think.
Because you're gonna be stuck here a long time unless you figure it out.
Oh no, is this a puzzle?
And then you don't hear the voice anymore.
Are you guys coming? What is going on?
We're figuring
Hey,
this
guys.
out.
I'm stuck and I can only be, I guess getting this to work with friendship?
Wait, like, how? How does it recognize friendship?
I
Do
walk
we-
over and put a hand
Maybe-
on Pinwin's shoulder.
You are unable to get close enough to Pinwin to put
Maybe
a
we
hand
should
on
cheer
his shoulder.
Pinwin on?
Okay. How?
Pinwin.
I'll start.
Pinwin.
Pinwin! Oh, I guess you started. Fine. I'll just jump in. You take it away. Take it away, Willem. You lead. You lead this cheer.
Pinwin.
Pinwin!
Pinwin.
Pinwin! Faster! Pinwin!
Pinwin.
I'm dancing. Well, I
Pinwin.
can't. Dancing in my head. Does it work?
It did not work.
Oh.
I shoot Pinwin.
Quick, somebody hug me.
Can I touch Pinwin?
You can make the attempt.
I attempt.
You are not able to.
Dang.
I touch Pinwin
Nah.
as Pinwin's greatest friend.
Can
What
we
about
all
Shadow?
Hold,
How's that with you?
can we all hold hands in a circle around Pinwin?
That sounds lame, but yeah, let's try.
Hold my hand.
Okay.
That sounds like friendship.
All right, Willem.
Let's do it.
We hold hands in a circle around Pinwin.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Great. Your hands are clammy.
Mom spaghetti.
How do we prove that we're friends?
Friendship.
Pinwin, think about how much you love us and how much we all love you. And how you're part of the fitness club.
So I can't move at all?
Nope. You can only communicate with your mind.
Okay.
Oh, he can't speak.
All right, I will. I'll think really,
the-
really hard.
Telepathic bond.
And I'll think of my
He's
friends.
frozen to
and-
this thing, like he's unmoving.
Yeah, let's all think of our best friendship memories together.
I think of the time that I carried Pinwin up the mountain of the Beldorak.
I think about the multiple times Pinwin has braided my hair.
I think
Expertly.
about the time where I played Toss the Halfling and I threw Pinwin through a ring of fire.
And you hear Chester. Remember the time
He's not part
Pinwin
of
was
this.
really short and I called him Shorty? Yeah, that was good. We're friends.
I think about the time when Pinwin shot a little girl and we were all ready to take the fall with him.
There's a voice inside your head, Pinwin. I was just kidding. I just thought you'd appreciate that a lot if I said it was the power of friendship. You can take it now, and then...
Oh, I mean, that was kind of fun.
Do you tell anyone that it happened? That's sweet that worked. Okay, well.
All right. Now let's
Thank
fuck
you,
off.
Pilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Pilla.
All right, so you guys are going to head down that tunnel.
Yes, please.
Okay, so you guys walk through the remainder of this city, and you notice a lot of the same empty buildings, all this stuff, but it starts to thin out towards this tunnel, and things get a little bit more uniform. The buildings all end up like roughly about like 25 feet high. They're pretty short buildings, and they're all like roughly the same length, very uniform, as I said, and they almost look like they would belong to like businesses or some sort of like specific function. And as you get closer to the tunnel, you can see that there is a very mild light deep down into it. Do you continue?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
So you guys continue, and you get closer and closer to the light, and it's really dark in this tunnel, but as you get closer to the light, it starts to get brighter, and eventually, after a few minutes walk, you guys find that you are in some sort of chamber. It's the same size as the tunnel, nothing has changed about the dimensions, but there's like a little station of sorts, and you notice that there's deeper grooves in the area of the tunnel beyond where you are, going off into the darkness. There seems to be a platform set up, and there's also a couple of empty, abandoned buildings made out of stone along either side of the tunnel, up on the raised platforms.
I don't have my thinky cap on.
Where'd you leave it?
I don't remember.
Oh, is that what this is? Damn it,
Oh,
Billy!
there. Thanks, man.
All right,
Just,
Wait, that's his
toss it
thinky
over
cap? But I was using it for... Don't tell me.
Butt stuff.
Can you explain it again, please?
Okay, so you appear to be in a station area. There's raised platforms on either side, and there's buildings on either side. There's a deep groove in the tunnel in the center, and it goes off into the darkness. Are you
Like a
raising your hand?
train station?
If you knew what something like that was, I would say yeah. But to you,
Okay.
it might look more like a harbor.
Station is such a...
Is it similar
Like broad
to
term.
the track things in the Beldorak?
It's similar, slightly different. So yeah, you definitely recognize an element of that, but yeah, a little bit different because it's not going up to it's on either side, the little platforms, as opposed to just one hanging off into the abyss.
I'm gonna float around and I'm gonna look for like a lever or a switch or something.
Give me a perception check. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna get up on the closest platform and inspect and look for like a bell or something.
All right, you can roll investigation.
24.
Gorbel, what you doing?
I'm just looking around trying to figure this stuff out.
Give me a perception.
You got it.
22.
I need to burn this die.
Do you want a different?
It's a 1.
You want a different D20 right now?
Well, I got 5.
Okay.
So
So a
yeah,
success.
tell me if I see anything.
It's pretty dark around here.
I can see in the dark, so what do I find?
Pinwin, what are you doing?
I'm gonna kind of look around to see what I can see.
Give me a perception check.
Okay, 35.
Jesus. So Pinwin, you see. Actually, Pinwin, since you got so high on your perception check, what is your survival?
Survival. Like the
Skill.
total. Yeah. Plus 17.
Whoa.
Okay. Are you proficient in it?
Must be.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. I want you to give me a survival check.
Okay. Oh, 35 again.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Pinwin. Maybe it's something about the power of friendship that's really got you in a good mood, but you are looking around and You're examining everything very carefully and closely. Everything seems to be you're a lot more present in this moment. And you're, without a doubt, absolutely 100% positive that you guys have moved beyond the normal area beneath the manor and beneath beneath Wolf's Rest, and you feel like you are facing the same direction as you're facing west, kind of like west, slightly southwest. You know exactly where you are in location to the above world, and the way you're facing it, you're like, so this goes back here, that goes there, so this specific line goes southwest to an extent. Tomar, you are looking around and you find that there is a, like, push back against some of the buildings. You can see that there is a little platform, or not a platform, a little podium, which appears to have some sort of stone box sitting on the top of it. It's like a granite color. Willem, as you're inspecting the platform, you see a recessed area right in front, and there's some runic carvings around that almost look like arrows. And they're all pointing in this one central location. Gorbel, you don't see jack shit.
I'm gonna fiddle with the box.
Okay. You fiddle with the box, and you lift up the lid, and you can see that there is some sort of old, dusty, cobwebbed, like, hand crank in there. It looks like almost like a two-pronged spigot for maybe like a faucet almost. It looks like it can be turned.
So it's affixed to the thing?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, got a crank over here. No one let Billy get by it.
I'm not stepping anywhere near that bitch.
Should I crank it?
Crank you for being a crank.
Up the crank and crank again.
No one has an opinion on whether I crank this thing?
Why not? I can't see it. Just if it looks like it should be cranked, crank it, I guess.
Take it easy, Mr. Weinstein.
If no one stops me, I'm gonna crank it.
Just crank it.
Cranking it.
All right.
Crank it, Louie.
You notice that it can go either clockwise or counterclockwise.
So like a crank?
Mm-hmm. Crank it wise.
Which way do you want to crank it?
Crankwise.
I'm gonna try clockwise first.
All right, you crank it clockwise, and it appears as though it's kind of loose and nothing's really happening.
I think you know where I'm gonna... You think I know where I'm going with this one? I'm just gonna crank it. I'm gonna crank it the other way.
Exactly, the other way, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna
so
turn
you
it
crank
counter. Yeah.
All right, as you crank it counterclockwise, you feel a very, like, solid, like, kunk. And Willem, as you're standing there in front of the platform and those runic arrows, you watch them glow all the way up, all along the recessed area that's about roughly 7 feet long.
What color do they grow?
Green.
Ooh, what kind of green?
Like a shiny electric emerald green.
Ooh. All right. Well, guys, I think it's intended to go this way, but it seems as if there is some sort of apparatus that would normally sit in this dugout.
Do I need to keep cranking or...
No, it gets to a certain point where you can't crank it anymore.
All right, well, I come out and, well, first I see if it spins back into place, because we wouldn't want that.
Doctors recommend that you stop cranking it after a certain point.
Yeah, they say that, but that's more of like a wink situation, a suggestive wink.
If you're a pansy.
I'm going to go out and I'm going to look at what he's looking at.
You see a recessed area at the edge of this platform with runic arrows pointing at it as if to indicate a direction.
So they're pointing at the recessed area?
Correct.
Maybe you should shoot it.
Shoot it?
Yeah, with an arrow.
Shoot the recessed area?
Yeah, like with an arrow.
Why?
I don't know. There's arrows pointing at it. I shoot my crossbow at it out of curiosity.
Okay. It's stone, so it bounces off. Jeez.
Wouldn't
Nothing
hurt
else
to
happens.
try.
It could.
I mean, it
technically.
almost hurt to try.
Is there-
I'm gonna look around. Like, is there anything above us that would like lower onto the track?
Nope. There doesn't seem to be anything above you except for the ceiling.
What is the shape of the
there's-
recessed area?
It's rectangular, and it's about 7 feet long. It's about, 7 feet, I guess technically wide this way, and then deep wise, it goes out from the platform like 4 feet.
Does it look like it could open up and something could come up from underneath?
No, it doesn't look like that. It looks like it's like one kind of solid piece.
Does there seem to be some sort of summoning device on or around the platforms?
Based on the crank, you can suspect that that is the summoning device, or at least part of it. It seems like there's one missing component, perhaps a physical one.
Willem, go up to it.
I go up to the crank at arm's length.
Maybe not the crank, but maybe you stand there at the platform.
I stand at the platform.
Willem, you stand on the platform and suddenly you watch as from the darkness a stone and shining silver creature comes speeding out of there. It's got 8 legs, but it appears to be some sort of vessel, and it skids to a halt right in front of you, and you can see that there are little doorways carved in the stone. It appears to be a form of transport.
Have you been playing Hollow Knight? Tight. I love you. Don't change.
Should we get in?
I hop in.
I follow him.
Do I see any of this?
Yes. You cannot see that.
Guys!
Where'd they go? I get in too.
Okay. And Pinwin, do you get in? And Pinwin also gets in. As you guys enter, you hear a semi-familiar voice. Welcome to the subterranean transport system.
You work here too?
What?
Nothing.
It's very, very similar to the voice you heard on the transport in Wirecarag.
Weird.
Cool. Can you take us to the next station?
I can do that. However, you're going to have to select which station that is. And suddenly, a magical map appears, and it shows Veldalin, and it shows a vast network of different lines going between different cities.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Very cool.
Oh,
where's-
shit.
This isn't the
wild.
weapon, is it?
That changes things.
Well, what if it doesn't go very fast at all?
He goes walking speed.
It's just like,
It's just 8 legs.
Oh, that's good. This thing sucks.
we get out and start walking faster than it's moving. God damn it. This isn't the weapon that they were referring to, is it?
I have no idea. Is there a weapon in here?
There are no weapons on board except for you four. I kid.
Was there anything else in that area? Any other rooms?
There were just some like kind of expanded buildings that kind of like butted up against the side of the tunnel.
Well, I already searched high and low, so it's clear.
I don't know.
Hard cut to Gorbel, just Blair Witch Project, like in the corner. Just nothing here, guys.
I don't know if we should leave, though.
I'm not sure either. This doesn't seem very weaponized.
You
And
can access me at any time as long as a member of the Shadegazer family is on board.
Oh.
tight. Okay. Yeah, maybe let's park it and we'll come back when we're ready to leave, but I think we need to do some more investigation.
Yeah. I
Let's,
hop off.
Yeah.
See
gonna
you guys
crank
later.
Bye.
I'm gonna
thing.
crank away.
Okay.
All right, more exploratory.
All right, everybody give me investigation.
Investigation.
Nice.
Let's try it again. How many ones can a girl roll?
21.
15.
13.
I got 8.
Okay, so the three of you don't really find much, but Tomar, as you're kind of like digging around looking for stuff, you look over by that podium again, and your hand catches on the side of something, and a little drawer of stone kind of pops out, and you can see inside there's a scroll.
I found the weapon, guys.
Where? What is it?
Oh, it's
do you
just a
got?
nudie scroll. Damn it.
Woods porn.
I'm picturing someone that has nudie scrolls and they're slowly unrolling it. They're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good
Like
scroll.
downloading it in the 90s.
Yeah. And then it's like
Exactly.
unfinished. It's like, damn it.
Now I gotta learn to draw.
Okay, well, I inspect the scroll.
All right, it's very loosely bound, and parts of it are actually opening up on their own. You don't think that this is any sort of magical scroll. It looks like maybe like a manual or something.
Does it have a language written on it?
Yes, it does. As you open it up, you can see in Dwarvish is written a passage, and the passage says, "We finally completed our ultimate weapon. We can't wait to deploy this and help with the efforts during the war. This will be vastly superior to any form of transport that we currently have, including the one inside of our home of the Belderock. We've heard rumors that Veldelin's army marches on us, and so we worry that we will not be able to deploy this in time. Hopefully, that's not the case. However, this will increase our speed of travel exponentially. There's nothing like it in all of Warkarag's Earth." And that's where the scroll ends.
Okay, all right. The weapon was that thing. We were wrong.
We have very different definitions of weapon.
It's
That's
also
convenient, Al.
it's also dwarven make.
That makes sense.
They used it to get from point A to B quickly, which in a way I could see it being a weapon because you could transport allies quickly to those places.
Yeah, but that's more of like a support thing rather than a weapon. So,
Well, we don't know what they delivered to those locations.
it doesn't matter what it's carrying. It's just like
Yeah, you don't call a
That's-
boat a weapon
even if it's carrying a bunch of bombs,
or a jeep.
even
Those
if
things,
it's carrying a bunch of bombs.
those other things we saw, like the green dragon was carrying outside of Moonreach, did that look like it was dwarven make?
It did not look like it was dwarven make. I believe that it was revealed to you guys by Delane Oceanbinder that it was some ancient civilization that had originally conceived those, and they have lost the technology.
Well, it looks like the dwarves were friends to the Shadegazers in the past.
Looks like they still are. So
Yeah, it does look like that.
between Tomar and Willem.
I don't.
Power of friendship!
Get out of here.
Yeah, that helped us get our whatever rod. Our ramrod.
Our Wayne rod. Okay. Well, maybe.
Willem, while you're standing there, you feel a warmth in your heart.
I love you guys too.
You're dying.
You got fire heart.
And you hear a familiar voice inside your head that says, "Time elapsed for engravement of Lineage Stone. 15 hours remain."
Guys, we only have 15 hours to get that stone lapidated.
Yeah, right. How do you know that? Mr. Time Wizard.
I had a tingle in my bingle.
Oh, your bingle's tingling?
Your heart?
Well, then we must hurry. Make haste.
Your heart?
That bingle? Your shart is bingling.
You mean your chest bingle?
The ancient elvish word for heart. Bingle.
Well, that needs to be our top priority, I guess, before we leave. But maybe, I don't know if we were supposed to find this now, but it could be exactly what we need to save everybody. Do you know what I'm saying?
Your bingle?
Pinwin, catch up, please. We have allies in both Bronzewall and Rose Lake. And initially we were only able to go to one in the time we have, but maybe now we can go faster.
That's true. I just wonder how fast it goes.
Well, there's only one way to find out, but we gotta do this Lineage Stone thing first. Maybe we just go back up to the surface for now and then find a quick way that we can count heads.
Okay. I hop back in and I pull up the map.
Okay.
Is there a station like on the surface in or around Wolf's Rest? Or Old Cairn?
On the surface? No. Everything appears by the map, and you can kind of expand it and stuff like that. It all appears to be subterranean.
Okay. So, and this is obviously it's under Wolf's Rest, so this would be the Wolf's Rest stop, essentially. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, let's head back up to the surface. We'll take care of the Lineage Stone, and then we'll make preparations to disperse to either Rose Lake and or Bronzewall from this here transportation.
I love it. Let's do it.
Okay, so you guys head back through the city.
At a brisk pace.
At a brisk pace, and you head back to the magical elevator and head back up, and you find yourselves back in that room in front of the Lineage Stone of Wolf's Rest.
Psst. Pinwin, when am I supposed to start feeling better?
You would be fully healed now if you have been.
You don't feel better?
Well, I guess now that I think about it, I'm feeling pretty okay.
Oh, thank God. Okay. That's good news, Gorbel. I was worried.
Has spider snake aids.
Spider snades.
Gross. All right. Gorbel, Pinwin, do you guys keep a census or something? Like, do you keep track of who all is in the city or know who has that information?
We have we have some general records. I just don't know how completely accurate they are. Is it going to know if will the stone know if it's inaccurate?
I have
will
no
something
idea.
bad happen?
I don't know.
What if somebody died?
What do you mean?
I mean, what if we just don't have an accurate count of people?
Then maybe they're not under protection? I don't know what this does, really.
I don't know either. If we could probably track down Kurdu, and he might be able to pull out some of those records for us.
Okay, well, you guys hunt him down, get any info you can, maybe have guards do a head count or something. I'll take the Lineage Stone to the temple, and I'll figure out how to use it.
All right. So you guys spread out and head out to do that. So Tomar, you head to the temple. Willem, what are you going to do in the meantime?
I'm just going to follow Tomar.
Okay. So Tomar and Willem you guys head out of the manor and head to the temple. And you're able to get there easily. Nobody hassles you. You notice that there's still an area of tension in the town, as people seem to be, making regular checks to go back to the harbor to look at those ships that are far out in the lock itself, but have not approached.
Okay.
But other than that, nobody really bothers you.
So we're in the temple?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna set the Lineage Stone on the anvil in the center of the altar, and I'm gonna light some incense with control flame around the area. I'm gonna use like a vial of holy water and sprinkle it around in a circle, and I'm gonna spend 10 minutes casting Commune.
Okay. So during that 10 minutes, we're going to switch back to Gorbel and Pinwin.
Okay.
So you guys are able to find Kurdu at the barracks in his office, and you guys enter, and he's just kind of sitting there, and he looks up. Yeah, how can I help you?
Have you been keeping accurate records of everybody residing here?
As well as we can, but as you can probably guess, there's been a lot more new arrivals. There's a lot of people outside of the city as well. I haven't really gotten a count of all of those, but there's a lot of them out there.
Okay. Can I have what you've got on hand right now?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Let me find it. And he stands up and he like goes through some drawers and he pulls out like this leather envelope and he pulls it out. He's like, I've got the deed in here to the Shadegazer Manor, the deed to the village, and here's the census.
Perfect. Okay. So we need an up-to-date count. If you know of like any new communities that have kind of cropped up in here, any families or groups that have come in and taken up residence, we need to know about those. We also need a count of the people outside the gates.
Well, that's
like all the people,
and
all of them.
We need it within the next few hours.
He kind of looks shocked.
And you have the authority to put some people on this task.
I see. Well, it seems to me that perhaps one of the best methods would be to first ask you who you would accept into this city. Are you going to accept, if we're going to add them to the census, then they would be citizens of Wolf's Rest? And who, is there anyone excluded from that? Do you want people from outside the city to be members of Wolf's Rest, or what are your criteria?
Let me tune out for a sec. I get on my telepathic bond line.
Okay. Your teen line?
Are we excluding the people outside the city, or do we want a count of them?
I said let's include everybody.
Is there a half?
So are they all going to be counted as citizens of Wolf's Rest?
I think so.
And Kurdu kind of pops in. He says, I assume you're communicating with the wolves, correct?
Yes.
Well, I would say if you want to ensure that they are going to be residents, and if that's what they want, have them swear an oath of fealty, of citizenship, and then if you're looking for a census, we can record them, though it might take a while to record all of them.
Well, get a bunch of people on it.
Oh, all right. What purpose is this for?
It's just, one of those things that's part of the big picture in our huge mission.
But what specifically? You can trust me.
Saving the world, basically?
Yeah.
But you need a census to save the world?
It's stone stuff.
Stone stuff, like Lineage Stone.
Yeah.
Did you find the Lineage Stone for the town?
No.
Is that a yes disguised as a no?
No.
Well, I would say that if you are...
We're working on a hunch.
You're working on a hunch. Well, if you are, in fact, trying to record the Lineage Stone, as many villages newly established do, I would say you would double your productivity if you didn't worry about taking a paper census and instead had people approach, swear fealty, and then record their name to the stone.
That's a good idea.
They have to go to the stone?
Well, it would kill two birds with one Lineage Stone if you do that, so that way you could make sure they swear. And a binding oath in front of a Lineage Stone is binding. It is very much an official way. It's how they always used to do things back in the day. I myself had to swear in front of Ravenmoor before it was destroyed many years ago.
I never had to do that.
Well, you were born there. I was not born in Ravenmoor.
Where were you born?
I was born in Mirenlug.
Oh, did I know that about you?
No, I don't talk about myself that much.
Huh.
But in this, I feel like it is good backstory to give you at this moment.
Kurdu, we spent like 8 hours together skinning deer. Like,
yeah, and you did a lot of talking about things on your own, and I listened.
wow. Huh. I'm sorry. It just makes it seem really one-sided. So, but anyway, yeah, the task at hand. So I have a problem and I need to have it solved. So let's get back to that. So you're saying that if we round everybody up and everybody goes and like swears to the stone, then bada bing, bada boom, it's done.
Well, you'd still have to record the names. However, it would make it easier than getting everyone's name, finding out who's wanting to swear allegiance, then having them swear allegiance, then recording them on the stone.
Okay.
There's a lot of people out there, and if you say it has to be done in a few hours, I don't know if we can do it, but that seems to be the best method.
Let me tune in really quick. Kurdu has an idea. Also, did you know he's from Mirenlug?
Yeah. He talks about himself all the time.
I'm silently staring at Kurdu as I listen to this. So weird. I always thought of him as like a quiet type. But anyway, he thinks
You mean Chatterbox Kurdu?
he thinks that if we get everybody to just like form a line basically and go up to the Lineage Stone and pledge their allegiance, then we can record the names faster. They'll be saved to the stone cloud and everything will be hunky-dory.
Should we ask them? Should we have them say how they're useful to the town? Do we want just random layabouts coming in here?
I think that might take too much time with everybody who has to do it.
Ayn Rand?
If we have them
What's
give
going
like a
on here?
monologue. But are we comfortable having these people come in?
Not everyone.
Who are we going to like intentionally exclude?
People who don't live here. Like if they don't have a house here, then
Do you know how long it takes to get a permit here?
that sounds like a you problem that you
I
failed
have a
at.
house.
But what if they
Yeah, but don't you run things?
What if they want to be residents here?
Yeah, what about the people outside?
Do we have homes, space to fill?
What if we expanded?
Do we have legal right to expand our city? Or do we need approval from the council or
I think
anything?
after we save the world, we could probably finagle a few acres.
When have we ever cared about red tape?
Can we add more people to a lineage stone after the fact?
Give me a sec. Kurdu, since you seem to be a Lineage Stone expert.
I am not an expert. I just know the general mechanics of how they work. I'm surprised. Didn't your whole adventure start? According to Willem, your whole adventure started around a Lineage Stone.
Yeah, but then it was gone, so I didn't learn much about it. So is it possible to add more people after the stone has already been lapidarned?
Well, traditionally, you would take a week-long celebration every 10 years to add the new residents to a city. You typically make a celebration around.
I tuned back in 10 years.
Though I suppose it's an informal rule, but you seem to believe that it is pertinent to happen in the next few hours. So perhaps there's different criteria for this specific one. I imagine it's some sort of magic-y, wagic-y bullshit that tends to follow you all around.
We can't escape it.
Well, such is fate, I suppose.
Took a good fate this morning.
There we go. There we go.
Edit that
Bringing
out.
it back. No, bringing it back. Full circle.
But there are no hard and fast rules, correct?
Well, there are hard and fast rules. You need to inscribe them for them to be official residents and to be, if there is a magic protecting the town, as many in the ancient times were, if their name is not inscribed on there, they will not be protected. They will not be under the purview of the rulers to find out if there is any wrongdoing. Those who are inscribed on the stone, for those who know lineage lore, can access certain elements of it, and they can root out evildoers and ne'er-do-wells and things of that sort.
Wait, so if a bad person is on the stone, we can, like, sniff them out?
Ideally, yes, if you have the capabilities.
Ooh.
That's the legend, anyway.
Have you ever seen that done?
Well, when I was in Ravenmoor, because the Countess was in charge of the Lineage Stone and she was inscribed as the ruler, she often sought out different people in the city who she believed were rebellious, though it didn't help her in the end, considering so many of us rebelled against her. You can only do what you can with the information. It doesn't magically control them, but it can point you in the right direction.
We can find the traitor.
I tune back in, and I relay that info.
Well, duh, I knew that.
Well, then why didn't you say it? Why were you all like, let's keep people out?
Because we don't want everyone in. There's people out there that are from other places and all that. Like, they're not here necessarily to be citizens, but yeah, if we wait, I mean, we can wait 10 years or we can see if there's a rule that we can just change and then let people in. I don't know. How many people do we want? We've taken in a lot of refugees already. We have all the gnomes from Gnome Town here. Roundfoot Town. Sorry, I keep calling it that.
Gnome Town is in Wolves Rest. They live in Gnome Town.
Right. And then we have halflings scattered about. I don't know.
Well, I guess we can give everybody the option.
I mean, I'm sure they'll know the rules, like that they have to swear fealty to the town to be involved. But if they pledge their loyalty, maybe they should be willing to fight with us as well. Because this is Wolves Rest. It's not nobody's rest. Like, we are
supposed to rest.
We fought hard to take this place and to keep it, and maybe everyone else should do the same. Maybe if they had done the same in Moonreach, it wouldn't be gone now.
Ooh. Sass.
I wasn't intending sass. I was intending hope. Like, if we have people that care about the place, then they should be willing to defend it.
Okay, so how do we get a message out to the far reaches of our community very quickly, informing people that they need to, if they want to be a part of this town and get their name on the stone, then they have to come and do it to the stone?
I think you and Pinwin are both very good at getting everyone's attention. And I'm sure you'll come up with a perfect way to get everyone up here to the temple.
Hey, those gnomes are tinkerers, right?
They are.
Do they have anything that, like, projects voices, sounds, anything like that?
They almost definitely would have something.
Okay, cool. Gorbel out.
Everything all right?
Okay, I need you to round up some guards. Maybe we have a mission to do. I'm going to go and try to get an announcement out. 'Cause, surprise, it's not a hunch. We have a Lineage Stone.
No, I've sort of gathered that, considering we were talking about Lineage Stones for so long.
Yeah. So, we have one. And here's what we need to do. We need to get some people on this detail, and we need them to get out there and kind of help corral people in the right direction and keep them in an orderly fashion so we can do this quickly, because we are on a very limited time.
Well, I would suggest then, since you've got the leadership from Vesper, and you've got Jan from his Crossroads Inn, and you've got, I think his name is Cabal, that gnome from Heart Valley. They're there. They have their squadrons, but you also have the people that have come from far and wide. You could probably get all the leadership together, since they have been tending to congregate in Busty Belbas in order to speak with you in the first place, and they could probably get the word out very quickly to their own people.
Do you think they're there right now?
Almost definitely, yes. They've been waiting to speak with all of you, but I mean, obviously the situations have been demanding your time and energy, and that's, I think, an unrealistic expectation on their parts to think they can demand the time sliced out of the day for the wolves to speak to them.
I feel like you have, is there tension between us?
You and I?
Yeah.
No. Why? Why? Would
That
you
felt
say
like
that?
a dig.
No, I'm saying that it was silly on their part to assume that the wolves would be able to, put a pause on their extremely important activities to speak with a group of individuals. Am I doing that thing?
You're rolling your eyes when you say it.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm
when
being
you
very
say
serious and
important,
candid.
you roll your eyes.
I apologize. This is an issue that I have. This is why I stay so quiet most of the time. I'm better at speaking directly.
I mean, if there's something weird between us, we need to address it.
There's
But
no
not-
weirdness.
I love you, Gorbel.
There's no weirdness at all. It's just this is a quirk of my personality.
Are you sure it's not like repressed feelings? You can tell us.
Resentment?
I have no resentment.
We're here for you.
Is it because I didn't know you were from Murenlug?
No, I never told you I was from Mirenlug.
I'm sorry, I never asked.
It's okay. I was originally from there, and I traveled around a bit in my youth, and I was only a member of the Ravenmoor community for about 15 years, so it's likely that you had no reason to assume otherwise. There's no tension on my part. I'm not sure where you're picking this up, but I do know that sometimes when I say things, I sound sarcastic, and that is not my intention.
Okay. Well, as long as we're cool.
We're very cool.
Cool.
You rescued me from Ravenmoor. I am forever in the wolf's debt, so hopefully I will be the first
so we're
in line to
we're
swear
really on a
fealty.
time crunch.
Okay, yes. Well, I would say, in that case, I would say talk to the leadership of the different areas. I know Cabal mentioned that he wanted to swear Heart Valley to Wolf's Rest as part of a land ownership bequeathal.
What a lame bequeathing. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm not there.
All right. So here's what I'm thinking. Pinwin, do you know your way around Gnometown? Do you know anybody there?
Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah,
you could run over
course.
there and see if there's maybe some kind of I don't know, projection device of some kind, so we can
Sure.
get the word out within the city walls and let people know that we need to, in an orderly fashion, get into. It's in the Shadegazer manor, right?
What is?
No.
The stone.
No, I
Shade-
have it in the temple.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in the temple. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we need to which is by the town square, right?
Yep.
Everybody needs to congregate in the town square, and from there, everyone will file in very orderly to get their name put on the Lineage Stone. So we need to find a way to make voices real big and make an announcement so everybody has the opportunity to do so.
Oh yeah. Got it.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to Busty Belbas and try to get the word out with our outside of the wall family and give them the option to come in. And
Okay. That
Kurdu,
sounds good.
can you get a group of guards together to kind of help record names and kind of facilitate this line?
Sure, I can do that.
Direct people a little bit?
All right, and then I'll get in touch with Brahm. I'm not in charge of the guards, but I can talk to him about it.
Perfect. Okay.
All right.
I'm so glad we cleared up that weirdness between us. I feel like we're a team again.
There's no weirdness, but I'm glad that you have resolved whatever internal issue you had with me, and that is great.
All right, break.
All right, Tomar and Willem, you guys are in the temple.
So Willem has been watching me just mess around, and like my eyes have gone white, and I'm concentrating real hard. Haven't been really addressing other than in my head talking to you guys. But I cast Commune. You contact your deity or a divine proxy and ask up to 3 questions that can be answered with a yes or no. You must ask your questions before the spell ends. You receive a correct answer for each question. Divine beings aren't necessarily omniscient, so you might receive unclear as an answer. If a question pertains to information that lies beyond the deity's knowledge, in a case where a one-word answer could be misleading or contrary to the deity's interests, the GM might offer a short phrase as an answer instead. That might not be what I want to do now that I think about it.
After I spent 10 minutes. What are you trying to do?
Okay, ignore that. Instead, I'm going to cast the 10-minute spell Legend Lore and not contact my deity.
But I will say retroactively, that's what you meant to. Yeah.
That's fine. I can look like a fool. I don't mind. The fact that it was yes or no questions is what I didn't realize. But now I can inspect this object, the Lineage Stone. It brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is. The information you learn is accurate, but might be couched in figurative language, blah, blah, blah. I did the same thing on the suit of armor before. Basically, I want to know how I inscribe it and the history of how it was inscribed and stuff like that.
Okay, so you learn that through this legend lore. Do you have to roll anything for it, or is it just like a? You just learn it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you learn from after spending this time on this. You learn that the Lineage Stone has only been inscribed one other time, and that was shortly after the birth of the third son of Shadegazer. And so from that, you know that it's been a very, very, very long time. It was stored for a very long time in weight. And you learn that the best method, something that's kind of combined the little amount of knowledge you had from your, basically like your apprentice level understanding of the Lapidary Guild, combined with the kind of the overall information that you get from the stone, is that the easiest way is to access the lineage tools, which is something you can speak into being on the Lineage Stone itself. Someone with access to the lapidary knowledge can speak basically like a code word into the stone, and that allows them to inscribe either through something that is said by the lapidarist or something that the lapidarist indicates. So by that, Shadegazer had a lapidarist. When he got it inscribed, he had the lapidarist basically access these lineage tools and allowed it so that everyone would speak their name and it would immediately inscribe on the stone itself. Now, the stone also gives access to the chamber below, which was kind of forged in like part and parcel with an alliance between the dwarves, the gnomes, lots of the human communities, the hobgoblin communities, and like the various leaders of other cities. So, but this is back before cities were big cities. They were mostly villages.
So not elves?
Elves were in a little bit a part of it, but not as much because of Veldalin coming down from the Blood Forest, and that was like their common enemy. They forged the transit, the subterranean transit. First of all, they never gave it an official name, and they forged it as a way of moving secretly beneath the earth, not as deep as the Underdark, but kind of an in-between area so they could very quickly and secretly move between villages. And it was the biggest thorn in Veildalin's side until he wiped everybody out.
I'm going to dub it the Veil Road.
Oh, shit. All right, you can have 5 points of boon for that because that's
Whoa.
Fuck yeah.
And so that's kind of the Lineage Stone was kind of the key access point, because Shadegazer was one of the leaders in coming up with this technology. He was very, very wealthy, and he paid the dwarves and the gnomes handsomely to design it in together and kind of build everything out, and they worked in tandem to do all of this before the great cataclysmic event that shut down the Beldrock. And
So was
wiped
it
out
like
the dwarves.
shortly before that happened that they completed it?
Yes, and so they never got to use it.
Motherfucker. Okay. Wow. So I don't really need to do anything to this for it to work.
You would just have to speak the code word, which would be I don't really have one, so
Shadegazer.
we will say that the code word for this will be, it's whatever the lapidarist kind of knows the name of the city as. Whatever the inscribed official name of the city is, if they speak that with the intent to use their lapidarist abilities, then they will access the lapidary tools.
Okay. And then I come out of it like Doctor Strange coming out of his funk. And I look over at Willem. I know how to use it now.
And this whole time, I just kind of been leaning against the wall, and I like rolled my own cigarette, and was just kind of like,
From what you inherited from Herstag, the stash of what was I calling it? I can't remember.
Seder weed?
Yeah, we call it Seder weed.
Seder sage.
Also, our peoples used to have like an alliance, sort of. I mean, I don't know how exactly your blood is tied to all of this, to Shadegazer, but they all worked together with the dwarves and the gnomes and stuff to build the Vale Road. So I think that's kind of cool, but they weren't able to ever use it because their society got destroyed. But now we have the opportunity to do that. So hopefully it works.
What destroyed it?
The Cataclysm. Veldelin, I think, conspired to bring about the destruction of the dwarves or something.
So the same thing that happened in Wykereg happened here?
I don't know if it happened here, but it definitely happened there. But yeah, the stone was part of that. Like, they helped use the stone and make the stone, and yeah, I don't know how much it matters now, but it was interesting. But anyway, we need people to, I don't know, I guess we could have them come in here, maybe swearing an oath under the presence of like divine power might make them more susceptible to like believing it or something. But maybe we could have them come in through that door, and I point to the the door on the right, and then they could walk around the pews here, and then they can come up to me and then say their name and swear their oath or whatever, and then they can go around to this side and out the other door. That way we can have them just going in a circle.
All right. We should have about 14 hours left. Let's get cracking.
All right.
Do you guys tell that to Gorbel and Pinwin?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Pinwin,
Cool, whatever.
You have arrived in Roundfoot Town.
You mean Gnome Town?
Sorry, Gnomefoot.
Gnome Town.
I know there's a foot in there.
Town.
That's pretty much right.
Round ass gnomes.
That's it.
Okay, so I'll go to that tinkering shop.
Okay.
And just see who's there.
Okay, there are two gnomes inside there, and they look up. Oh, Pinwin! How's it going, Pinwin?
Oh, hey, I'm doing good. How are you guys?
We're all good. We're just, working away, doing our thing. What's up? You usually only show up if you need something, and we are starved for a new project, so I hope it's something good.
That's great, because I need something. Okay.
Wonderful. We can work together then.
So we need it really, really fast, unfortunately. But it takes, like, normal talking voice, but it makes it really, really loud. So, like, the whole town would hear.
Oh, they look at each other. You thinking what I'm thinking? I'm thinking what you're thinking. It's too bad we don't have the tweeter machine. The tweeter machine would be, we've got pieces of it, but it needs like an amplification unit that we don't have access to. We've got all the, we can build the circuitry for it and the gears and everything in probably an hour. But if we had, I just wish we had the tweeter machine, because that would make things so much easier. It's something that we left back in Roundfoot Town because it's so hard to make.
I can make a loud sound that lasts about 30 feet. I have a spell, if that can be utilized.
Without this amplifier, it makes it a lot more difficult to do so. We could try to rig something up, but man, it'd be nice if we could get one of those from Roundfoot Town, or maybe some of the dwarves have some or something. But yeah, it's a real complex machine. But other than that, I don't know if we could build anything in time. It would take us months to design a tweeter machine.
I'll relay this information to the group.
Okay.
And specifically, Tomar, do you have any other ideas?
We don't have
Or
one. We don't
know any dwarves that would have a tweeter machine?
We don't have one in town, do we? That'd be convenient.
Have any of that tweeter machine?
Yeah.
I think they said we don't.
Can they describe what it is, or what it looks like, how it works?
I'll ask them. Can you describe what it is?
Well, typically it's usually like a box. It's got a big side to it with a big open end that allows the amplification of sound to come out. It's usually got some slots on the top that allow you to usually play some pre-pressed information into it.
Okay, I'll relay that.
We don't have anything like that here.
Give me Willem, give me a history check.
Okie dokie. 17.
17. You're not positive, but it sounds very similar to what you saw at the top of that tower below the city.
I relay that to Pinwin.
Oh, okay, so it's okay if I just have them go down there, right? Is that fine? Were you having people go down there?
Maybe a very small group.
Okay.
Accompanied
So these two,
by...
you think? Are we cool with these two going down?
Who are they?
Yeah, Pinwin, you'd know these two as Redkin and Kip.
And I will relay Redkin and Kip.
Oh, not Redkin.
Why?
No, he's really
What's
weird.
wrong with Redkin?
I don't know. He's one of those people who makes a lot of jokes that aren't funny, and they try and wait for you to laugh at them first. And I don't know.
I mean, are you going down there with them?
I guess not. If whoever goes down with them, I'm just warning you, I guess.
Who seems like they would love that kind of thing and would laugh? It seems like maybe Pinwin. So maybe this is the perfect person to go with Pinwin.
I mean, if you guys can go down there quickly, then that makes the most sense.
Sure. So I think I can find one. I'll tell them.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's great. Where is it?
Okay, so this is super keeping it on the down low. We don't want everyone coming down here. So understand how much I trust you right now. Do you understand?
Oh, understand so well. We love secrets and we love top secret missions.
Okay.
We've even got a bush over there that we hide some of our more secret stuff. We call it Secret Bush.
But now I know about the secret bush.
That's because you're telling us a secret, so we're telling you a secret.
If anyone offers a secret, do not tell them this secret.
I will, under penalty of death. Self-inflicted death.
Not even secret bush kind of trade-off thing? Not for this secret.
All right. Our lips are sealed.
Okay, and I'll explain where to go and like what we found, and I'll tell them what we encountered and how Gorbel disintegrated that one guy. I'm just gonna tell him everything that we did.
2 hours later.
So you're saying that below this city is another city, and they've got a transport system, and there's some sort of guardian beast, and there's a tweeter machine down there? And they like look at each other and they smile. Oh, we are in. We are absolutely in. Can you take us there?
I can take you there.
Oh, perfect. It's really secret, so we probably can't bring anybody else.
Correct.
All right. The three.
Can you promise that we get this tweeter machine done like really fast?
Oh, it'll be instantly. I promise you to let me get my hands on a tweeter machine. Oh, I've been itching, just chomping at the bit.
Okay, well, let's go. Follow me.
All right, and they follow Pinwin out. Gorbel, where were you heading? Belbas. As you exit the barracks, you kind of come by the entrance to like the stairs that go down to the harbor, and you can see there's a big cluster of people staring out at the lock.
Oh no, I go down.
So you head to the edge, and you can see that everyone like near the harbor and everything is like staring out at the lock, because it looks as if some form is drifting over the water. It's like a tiny form, and it seems to be coming from those ships, those vessels, and it seems to have a bright light traveling next to it.
Any ideas on what that is?
Are you asking somebody
I
in the
say
crowd?
to no one in particular.
One of the women standing there kind of looked at you. I don't know, but it came out of those ships, and it seems to be getting closer. It's moving real fast.
I tune into the line again. Guys, we might have an issue. Everyone's congregated by the harbor. The ships that are anchored outside just sent something our way. It has a light on it. It's moving really quickly.
And it continues to move closer and closer, and you can see now, Gorbel, a very familiar shape.
What is it?
You see Jennifer, the chicken, flying across the lock, and inside this orb that she's got next to her, this bright light of an orb, is the construct body of Prince Othis. And she flies directly at you and drops down in front of you. And she releases the orb, and Othis is standing there in front of you, and she looks up and she says, Gorbel, hey.
Hey.
I brought some ships here, but
cool.
We're gonna have to talk. I found some documents that you're definitely going to want to look at.
Wait, what kind of documents?
Family documents. And that's where we're gonna end for the night.
Oh, shit.
Family documents.
Interesting.
So many family secrets.
I know, our parents were so shady.
At least it wasn't a bomb.
Some of them Shadegazer. I thought it was a bomb.
To be fair, mine weren't very shady. I'm a road baby.
Even though they come from Shade home.
Yeah. You're like that guy in ZZ Top without
One
the
boon
beard.
point.
Who's
Named Frank Beard.
Yeah. All right. So why don't you guys tell me why you deserve 5 points of boon?
I feel like I saw a lot in that station area.
Yeah, totally
I was
you.
there.
I helped uncover the past and the history behind the Lineage Stone.
We made a plan to get the word out and get people into get the Lineage Stone taken care of in an orderly and quick way.
Pinwin used the power of friendship to get the one gem to work.
The power of lies.
Power of lies. But love. But lies.
Everyone sharded and didn't
I
get
had
hurt.
the shard. Yeah. And I told these gnomes everything. So hopefully that's okay. Probably not.
It's probably fine.
We come down to that city like a couple days later, and it like is now a booming place where people are like partying.
Welcome to Redkin Town. Now get the fuck out.
Wait a minute.
Not on
This
the
is my
list.
basement.
Not anymore, Tolly.
Holy.
Tall boy.
All right, everyone gets 5 points of boon.
Yay!
Cool.
Now it's time for tonight's MVPC, the most valuable player character. I want you guys to vote for who deserves an extra 5 points of boon. Now, for the audience's benefit, Willem is 1, Tomar is 2, Pinwin is 3, and Gorbel is 4. On the count of 3, I'll have you guys hold up the corresponding number of fingers to the person you would like to vote for. I'll give you a moment to decide, and then we will go.
I'm ready.
I'm not.
All right, everybody ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, vote! All right, we've got 2 votes for Pinwin and 2 votes for Tomar. Willem, why did you vote for Tomar?
Dude unlocked the secrets of the Lineage Stone that I found in my ancestral home's basement. I'm a little biased.
Very nice. Pinwin, why'd you vote for Tomar?
Because he was helpful with the gnome situation. I guess it was technically Billy that knew that the thing was there, but I don't know. It was hard. Everyone did good stuff this episode.
Okay.
There's a lot going on.
So your vote for Tomar is because of Willem. Very nice.
Story of my goddamn life.
Gorbel, why did you vote for Pinwin?
Because he brought me back to health when someone else wouldn't. Someone else being stingy with his candle.
Hey,
That was last episode, loser.
Hey,
No, Pinwin brought back my health this episode.
Well, I mean, yeah, that did happen. But yeah, yes.
Loser.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey, Candle Miser, why'd you vote for Pinwin?
Because he's part of the Candle Club. No, because I really liked that interaction with Pilla and that he chose to lie about friendship instead of like tell the truth, just for the sake of that. So, and it was fun hearing everyone talk about memories of Pinwin. So, yeah.
All right. Very nice. That means tonight's MVPCs with a tie are Tomar Ironfist and Pinwin Dingleroot.
Woo!
Take your 3 points of boon and try to, make yourself more discernible between other members of the party.
I'm an even number now again. That's great.
Nice. All right, that is it for tonight's episode, folks. We'll see what these wacky kids get up to next week. Thanks to all you listeners. We really appreciate it. Thanks to Chad Piper for that awesome intro song. Thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for those beautiful background dulcet tones and music. And thanks to the patrons for always interacting with us on our Discord and just, being the good time gang there in the Discord chat. If you would like an opportunity to join the ranks of those esteemed beleaguered few, you too can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/D20_syndicate and see what tiers we have available. As I usually mention, we have a swag bag for the highest tier. We've also got things like access to the Discord server and the ability to design NPCs that will interact with the characters, whether in this campaign or any future ones. So check out patreon.com/D20_syndicate and see if there's anything worth making us warlocks for. Once again, that's it for this week, folks. See you next week. I'm your host and DM, Seth, and this is the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. Adios,
Charge you
motherfucker!
later.
See ya.
Bye.
I have to pee so bad.
I feel like my ovaries are on fire with baby fever. I hate it.
Seth, get out of there.
Don't worry.
He sprays her with the fire extinguisher.
You've just taken so many crotchal injuries over your lifetime that you're immune to the baby disease.
Like seeing babies now, I'm just like, oh.
I think you just want to hold a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe.
Like life
I
just
would
keeps
totally
using the
let you
bat
hold our
system
baby.
and just targets Seth's crotch every time.
Slow motion. Blood and chunks fly off. And he starts ragdolling.
And then it zooms out and Seth's just sort of like, what was that?
Ow.
Ow?
I've become desensitized.
Ow?
You ever get a phantom ball pain?
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, it happens with vaginas also.
Ow, my
It's just-
vagina.
Yeah, it's just like this, like very pinpointed pain, ache.
Why are you making a hammer motion?
Because like,
You know,
no,
like when
it
you
was,
hammer your
it wasn't a
vagina?
hammer. It was like this was a chisel in my hand, and I was like stabbing it because that's what it feels like.
I want a
But it's
hard
only
cut.
it's only for a little.
I want a hard cut to Mika just sitting in a cafe eating lunch by herself. And then all of a sudden, you just hear like hammer and anvil. Clang! Clang! And she's
She
just like,
flies out of the chair.
Just pottery breaking.
I hate that all of our listeners know so much about my body.
You didn't have to release that information.
We can edit it out.
Who's editing this one? You or her? You as in Billy, I'm pointing at you, and then her as in Mika. I'm sorry. I forget that you guys can't all see exactly what I
you?
see.
What about you? Or you?
I'm you, right?
We're all each other.
I'll let you guys decide which one of you is editing this one.
Each edit half.
Billy, if you edit this one, then keep the vagina stuff.
It's some quality content.
Check out patreon.com/D20Syndicate_syndicate and .com and wait,
Save
not
that
.com.
URL over.
Okay. So